We welcome you to this broadcast of boys varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're at Sidney High School, where the Tippecanoe Red Devils will take on the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Copeland Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, New Knoxville Supply, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Craig Louth, as the Yellow Jackets on a Tuesday night will try and pick up an important Miami Valley League win against the Tippecanoe Red Devils. Red Devils come in at 4-1 and 3-0 in conference play and lead their division, as does Sidney. Tippecanoe trying to get back into full speed after a very successful football season, Craig.
They're trying to get back into the basketball mode. They got a late start. They lost November 25th in the state semis. And also, too, Brock Moon, their first-year head coach, he was just hired in August. So he's kind of getting up to speed, too, so to say.
And for the Sidney Yellow Jackets, came up with one of a great win here on Friday night in exciting fashion, with Sam Reynolds putting a shot up and in as the horn sounded, or at least those who could hear the horn sounded. So the Yellow Jackets trying to continue that momentum.
Sidney will tell you this: he got it off before the horn, but if he asked to come, so I don't think they did. They'll tell you otherwise.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
And we'll be introducing our starting lineups here tonight, all brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. Tippecanoe, as Craig said, under first-year coach Brock Moon. They stand 4-1 and 3-0 overall. Troy is right behind them, and Piqua as well. They both have one league loss, but have played numerous league games compared to Tip. And number 1, Liam Peronsky. Number 3, outstanding player in his own right, Stanley Klein. Number 5, Evan Maines. Number 33, Josh Dietz. And number 45, the big man in the underneath the basket for the Red Devils, Jackson Smith. So it's Peronsky, Klein, Maines, Dietz, and Smith. Now for the home team, the Sidney Yellow Jackets.
Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes.
They're ready to blast off here at the nest.
And now, the starters for your Yellow Jackets. A 5'10" sophomore, number 1,
Azon Steele, a sophomore, number 1. And a sophomore, Julius Spradling, 5'9" sophomore for the Jackets. And number 12, a junior at 6'4", Mitchell Davis.
A 6-foot senior, number 3,
Miles Vordermark, 6-foot senior. And a fan favorite, Sam Reynolds, a senior at 6'2", averaging 15+ points for the Yellow Jackets. Our starting lineups brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. Now our keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First for the visiting Tippecanoe Red Devils of head coach Brock Moon.
For Tippecanoe, they have to play good defense, they need to have strong rebounding effort, and they need to run their fast break.
And for the home team, under head coach John Willoughby, the Sidney Yellow Jackets.
First, they need to handle tip side, defend against their bigs and rebound. They need to execute against their variety of defenses and limit their turnovers. And they need to improve on their perimeter shooting.
All keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. And first shot of tonight's game, no good. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Maines takes the shot. The Yellow Jackets will have possession. And as we were trying to set this up a little bit, Tippecanoe is 3-0 in the Miami division of the MVL. Troy and Piqua. Troy at 6-1 and Piqua at 5-1. Yellow Jackets are at 4-3 and leaders in the Valley division. So that's the standings for the Miami Valley League as we're set for the Yellow Jackets' first possession. Spradling will have it.
Tip's going to have a very busy month because of the late start of the football success. They actually have 13 games in the month of January.
That's a lot of basketball. Up court comes Peronsky. Defending on him is Steele. They'll get it back over to Maines, and it's going to be a turnover. Much to the delight of the Sidney fans and also to their head coach, John Willoughby. Coach Willoughby in his 7th season with the Yellow Jackets, standing at 108-39 overall, 450 wins for Coach Willoughby. Outstanding success, as looking for one more win here tonight as Vordermark has it, gets it back over to Steele. Out front is Reynolds. Steele will take the three, and Azon Steele make it 14 out of 34. That's right around the 40% mark from three-point range. Shot no good by Klein. It's got to go out of bounds, and Yellow Jackets will have it. Number 3 is senior Stanley Klein, and number 2 in scoring in the conference with 16.6 points per game in the early going. Vordermark looks for Davis inside. It's going to be tipped away, and Red Devils like to get out and run, but Klein will pull it in. Open for a three is Dietz, and he'll bank it home.
Straight on. I don't think he called the board.
It's tied, though. 3-3. He kind of looked to the sidelines, too, Craig.
He did.
Out front, Vordermark, he'll try his hand. Shot hits the front of the iron, no good, and Baranski will clear it and bring it up court. Steele chasing him down. Baranski back gets it over to Smith. The big man will try a three. Shot no good. Davis will tip it. It's going to go out of bounds, and Tippecanoe Red Devils will maintain the basketball. 5:18 to play in the first quarter on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Thanks for joining us here today on NKTelco Sports. Red Devils will throw it away as they're trying to get the basketball inside.
That's one thing they're going to have to watch. They average about 16 turnovers a game, so they're going to have to cut that down with this Sidney aggressive defense.
Two teams offensively average pretty much about the same thing as Reynolds handles the basketball. Yellow Jackets at 54.6 points per game. Tip at 56.8. Reynolds will fire the three. Shot no good. Baranski with the rebound. Into the lane he goes on Davis. Shot no good. A rebound, though, is Smith. His shot doesn't go, but Steele will track it down. Azon gets it up to Reynolds. Back over to Vordermark. Steele, and now Spradling. Straight up man-to-man defense. Trying to run their offense. Vordermark to the baseline. Wants to put it up. Shot doesn't go. Ball is tipped, and once again, Baranski gets the rebound. Trying to get it up court to Stanley Klein.
3 turnovers already for Tip. First 4 minutes.
And a freshman that we saw in the junior varsity contest, Craig, is into the lineup, and C.J. Bailey.
He's very impressive for a freshman.
Spradlin's going inside, tries to jump it off Reynolds. I think he had a layup.
Yeah.
Unselfishly tried to get it to Reynolds. Down court it goes to Bailey. Back out to Maddox Sivan. And Reynolds will bring it across the timeline. Vordermark. Steele. Instructions come from the Sidney bench. We're at the 3, we're going under the 3.5 minute mark already.
Good defense.
That was Maddox Sivan with the defensive effort. Klein goes inside, and Reynolds with a defensive play. Klein will inbound it. Timeout. Tippecanoe with 3:17 to go. 30-second timeout called by Coach Brock Moon. All timeouts this season brought to you by Precision Strip. I'd like to remind you that tonight's game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Copeland Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, New Knoxville Supply, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. Also, tonight's game will be rebroadcast on NKTelco Sports, on NKTelco Channel 3, or in HD on Channel 503. Friday, January the 13th at 7 p.m. Sunday, January the 15th at 5 p.m. Steele tips it away, but Red Devils will come right back with the basketball. Clock coming up on 3 minutes to go, opening quarter of action. We're in a 3-3 tie here at the Nest in Sidney. Sivan back over to Bailey, into the lanes, floats the freshman, shot no good, battle for the rebound. Davis is going to clear it for the Yellow Jackets. Spradlin wants to break away, but Klein will be there, as is Baranski, and they'll bring it back out. Steele to the baseline. He's going to throw it away. Klein working his way up court, up, and does not roll home as Klein finds a seat near the cushion with the Sidney Yellow Jacket logo.
Cold start for Tip, 1 for 10 so far from the field.
Tip shoots about 49% from the field, so that is definitely a cold one. Baranski back out to Klein. Jackson Smith says, I'm going to put it on the floor.
Good move by the big man.
Boy, wasn't it? Nice touch. Shot doesn't go, and the Yellow Jackets can take the lead as they clear the rebound out. Vordemark back over to Davis. Reynolds in the cut at the free throw line will come out and get the basketball. Spradling. Reynolds. They're not going to let him go inside, so it goes back out to Vordemark. Vordemark into the lane. Off balance shot, no good, and the rebound comes down to number 24, Maddox Sivan. Goes to Bailey on the right side. Davis goes for the steal and gets the whistle. He'll be guilty of the foul.
His first, team first.
Fast moving opening quarter, 1:09 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
We've been stuck on 3-3 for a while.
We have, as Evan Maines and Josh Dietz return to the Tip lineup. Kleins has been scoreless here in the quarter, and he's a pretty active shooter. Out front it is to Dietz. And the only shot that they did make was a bank shot by Dietz.
Yeah.
Dietz was 0 for 7 coming into tonight's game from threes. So there's one. Evan Maines with the three, and it's 6-3. Clock coming up on 30 seconds. Spradling over to Reynolds. Jace Daniel into the lineup for the Yellow Jackets, number 13. Back over to Vordemark. Daniel on the right side as they're going to go for what appears to be the final shot. Into the lane they go. Short jumper, no good. And that's going to end our first quarter of play. Tippecanoe 6, Sidney 3. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
6-3 our score. Tip with the lead over Sidney. Yellow Jackets will have the basketball. Just low scoring first quarter, and not really what I think Sidney had anticipated. They're looking to shoot a little bit more, and just a slow start here in quarter number one. Let's see how it develops. Reynolds tipped away as Spradling goes inside. Baranski, nice feed. Short jumper, no good, up and in on the rebound shot by Josh Dietz.
Use that glass. People just try to put it up over the rim. Use a make board.
8-3, Tip with the early lead. Reynolds back over to Foster Wheeler, number 10, who in the lineup. Vordermark, Spradling. Vordermark will shoot the three. Miles Vordermark, 30% from behind the arc, 9 out of 30. You can make it 10 out of 31 as he improves his figure. And it's 8-6. Welcome made field goal for the Yellow Jackets. Poronsky into the lane. Left-handed shot, no good. Sivan with the rebound, puts it up and in. Maddox Sivan with the basket, and it's 10-6. Tip with the early lead. Spradling goes inside off the glass. Julius Spradling averaging 8 points per game. Nice soft touch off the glass. Sivan comes out. Poronsky goes to the left side. On the baseline goes Dietz. They'll get it back out to Klein. Klein's been quiet here so far. 5 minutes, 54 seconds to go. First half action. Dietz with it. Vordermark on him. Back over to Maines. Maines thought about it. He'll go inside to Dietz. Back out to Sivan. With it out front is Maines. Now Kleins will touch it. Reynolds defending on Kleins. Poronsky tries to take it inside.
Fifth turnover for Tip.
Lots of turnovers as number 45, Jackson Smith, will return to the lineup.
Shooting's been a little better. Tip was 2 of 12 in the first quarter. They're 2 of 4 now in the second.
Sidney can tie it up on this possession. Coming up on 5 minutes to go, second quarter. Watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports. Vordermark out front. Steele to the right. Steele looks inside, back over to Reynolds. Yellow Jackets need to get Sam Reynolds in this offense. Vordermark, nice play. Miles Vordermark. Nice move inside off the glass, and scoreboard has it 11-10. Sidney might have to check that as Vordermark goes in again with the score.
Yeah, I have 12-10.
I think it's 12-10. Yeah. There we go. I didn't think that 3-foot shot was a three-pointer. Davis with a block. Crowd loves that. Mitchell Davis, number 1 in the MVL with 3.4 blocks per game and 24 blocks on the season. 12-10 our score. Kleins, shot blocked by Reynolds. Boy, some inspiring defense by Sidney here. Vordermark wants to go inside. He'll get it back out to Davis. Reynolds trying to post up inside on Poronsky. There's the 15-footer by Vordermark. No good. It went right past Davis as Josh Dietz in the right spot at the right time. Kleins to the baseline. Nice feed. Smith. This time Davis is going to get the hands of Jackson Smith. So Smith will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple of free throws.
That's Davis' second. Team second.
And Jai Foster Wheeler will come in. He's wearing number 10 tonight. Smith's free throw rims in and out. He's 0 for 3 on the season. Or excuse me, make that 6 out of 10 from the line. Connects on the second one, and it's a 1-point lead for Sidney. Border mark. There's the steal by Smith. The big man with it gets it to Kleins. He'll feed number 33, Josh Dietz.
Dietz is up to 7 points now.
Yeah, Dietz come into tonight's game averaging only 4 points per game, so he's well above his average. And Tip takes the lead on the Dietz basket. Steele inside the lane. Nice move. Shot doesn't fall. Battle for the rebound. And I think that's Caden, or is that? Got to double check. That's not Turner, is it? Nope, that's 0. That's C.J. Bailey, the freshman.
Yep.
Jace Daniel on defense. Ball tipped back out. Shot no good by Dietz. And Reynolds will have the rebound. Up court quickly. Makes a move, and there's going to be a foul on Jackson Smith reaching.
First foul on the Red Devils.
Only three fouls so far in tonight's game, which is always a good sign. 2 minutes and 53 seconds to play in the first half on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Inside the lane, shot no good as Spradling thought he had that one. Had his man beat, but the shot just doesn't go. Bailey, Savon inside Smith. Boy, a lot of banging going on there, but Bordemark rebounds. Inside Reynolds.
Oh, got him with a charge. That's Reynolds first, team third.
And that call goes against the Yellow Jackets as Liam Poronsky will come back into the lineup. It's kind of ironic that Kleins and Reynolds, probably they're one of the top, 2 or 3 scorers in the conference. I think they're both looking for the first baskets here tonight. Nice. Foster Wheeler with the steal. Vordermark, no good. Reynolds, it's going to go out of bounds and off of Reynolds. Boy, they could have called a foul as well.
Yeah, as you said, Klein's averaging 16.6. Reynolds comes in at 15.1, and they're both looking for their first point here, and we're almost to halftime.
It's been quite a defensive struggle, or offensive struggle, perhaps is a better way to put it. There's going to be a foul, and that's going to put Julius Spradling, let's see.
Red Devils 0, Bailey is first, team second. Tip substitution number 3, Klein.
That's going to be the second foul on Tip here in the half. Spradlin will handle it. Steele is in the corner, back out to Vordermark. Reynolds in the left wing, he'll get it. Foster Wheeler with the basketball. So they work the perimeter. Steele comes down low. Inside Reynolds, double teamed for a moment. Vordermark open, but the shot's way off target. Smith, one of the league leaders in rebounding, will grab it. He's got an average of 6.6 in rebound so far in the early season. Savon back out to Smith. Inside the lane, tipped away by Foster Wheeler. Stanley Klein will inbound it. Back out to Poronsky. Savon's going to have an easy bucket, and he missed it, but Smith will get it and put it back up and in. Jackson Smith saves the day there for Tip. And the Red Devils lead by 3 at 15-12. Steele with it now. Jackets, they'll be patient. Inside goes Spradlin, trying to dump it off to Foster Wheeler, but tipped away. Loose ball, but Savon will pick it up for Tip. Klein. He wants to shoot in the worst way. Savon back over to Peronsky. Clock coming up on 20 seconds. They look to head coach Brock Moon for instructions. Let's see what they do. Reynolds trying to go for the steal. Savon.
Oh, nice.
Peronsky up, no good. Rebound, Vordermark, 5 seconds. Vordermark races up court. Reynolds for the tie, no good. It's going to end our first half of basketball. Our score, Tippecanoe 15, Sidney 12. You are watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here.
Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the Internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an Internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Sidney Yellow Jackets find themselves down by 3 points at 15-12 here at halftime. Let's take a look at our first half numbers, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA.
For Tippecanoe, I should say, from the floor, they are 6 of 27 for 22%. 4 of 21 from 2 and 2 of 6 from 3. They attempted 2 free throws and made 1 for 50%. Leading scorer is Josh Dietz with 7. Evan Maines has 3. Jackson Smith has 3. And Maddox Savon has 2. For Sidney was 5 of 17 for 29% from the field. 3 of 10 from 2 and 2 of 7 from 3. They have not attempted a free throw. And leading them is Miles Vordermark with 7 points. Azon Steele has 3, and Julius Spradling has 2. Rebounding, Tippecanoe is winning that one 19-8. And turnovers, Tippecanoe has 8, Sidney has 7. Probably the biggest thing, as we talked about in the second quarter, was 2 leading scorers in the league are still looking for their first points in Stanley Klein and also Sam Reynolds.
That's almost amazing when you think about it. But, the two teams just really aren't. There's not a lot of flow to either team's offense for whatever reason. I guess you credit with some pretty good defense for the two teams.
Yeah.
I mean, you shut down your big guns and you get a 15-12 halftime score, I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too many 15-12 halftime scores at this level of play. Let's put it that way. Got a feeling Stanley Klein is going to get the basketball here in the second half as much as they can. They'll go inside, and that is a difference. Jackson Smith, he averages 10 points a game, and he'll pick up, he's got 5 points so far here on that basket, and Tip goes up by 5. Looks like Davis is going to get it inside against Smith, and ball is taken away by Peronsky. Peronsky to Klein, and it's going to be a charge. Oh my. Goes against Klein, and I think Tip coach Brock Moon kind of talking about that one a little bit.
I mean, Klein was going up for an alley-oop, but
the alley-oop wasn't there, and
the ball actually hit the rim.
Yeah, good observation, Craig. With the basketball is Spradling. Back out front, it goes to Steele. Steele tries to go into the lane, but he'll pull it back out, and Reynolds has it. Into Davis. Going to work on Peronsky. Peronsky, I tell you, that guy's a good little defender.
Yeah, he is. Quick hands.
Tip that ball right back out of Davis. Steele will have it to Davis. Out and around they come, and Reynolds looking to get off the schneid here as we start the second half. There's the 3, a little bit short, and Liam Peronsky with the rebound. Peronsky, 4.2 rebounds on the season. He'll go inside,
nice move,
and he'll score. And Sidney is going to take a 30-second timeout here as Tip comes out, and Leon Peronsky, his basket puts his team up 19-12 as good defense by the Red Devils. I'd like to remind you that all timeouts here tonight brought to you by Precision Strip. Also like to remind you the replays of tonight's high school varsity basketball game on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. This game will be replayed Friday, January the 13th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, January the 15th at 5 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. You're watching us live, thank you. And those replay dates once again, if you want to watch it a second time, Friday, January the 13th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, January the 15th at 5 p.m. Yellow Jackets will have to regroup. They take a timeout. 7-point lead for the Red Devils. First quarter score was just 6-3. Spradlin inside, shot by Foster Wheeler on the rebound, no good, and Klein with it. Back over to Dietz, he'll shoot the 3, shot no good. Klein tips it, Spradlin's going to come up with it for the Yellow Jackets. Pulls the basketball in, gathers control. Steele has it into the lane. Nice pull-up left-handed shot. Oh, what a sweet shot, Craig.
Nice runner. He's up to 5 now.
19-14, 5-point lead for Tip. Smith gets it back out to Maines. Klein's inside Smith. There's the foul there by Foster Wheeler.
Foster Wheeler has his hands full with Smith working down there. He's good at posting up and makes his body big, and then he has that swing move.
You got to also realize Foster Wheeler is he's only 6 foot.
Yeah, he's going against 6'5" Smith.
Makes it very difficult, and of course that's Davis on the bench with some fouls as Smith will connect on the free throw. But still, it's only 20-14.
Yep, Sidney's still on it.
It's just that scoring has been difficult. Steele trying to go into the lane again. Reynolds, he'll go to the floor, picks it up, loose ball. Peronsky in the middle of it again. Foster Wheeler has it, gets it to Vordermark. Steele into the lane, dumps it off to Reynolds. He's got it, but he's in trouble. Back out to Vordermark for three. Shot no good, and a rebound cleared out there by C.J. Bailey, the freshman inside Smith.
Oh, good steal.
Foster Wheeler, boy, there's a lot of action, but not much scoring. Maddox Savon will come back into the lineup for Tip. Klein with it, working on Reynolds. C.J. Bailey, shot no good, and Vordermark will grab the rebound. Vordermark, good rebounder, 6.4 rebounds per game as Spradlin goes inside. Shot doesn't go, ball's on the floor. Foster Wheeler. And we got a travel on Maddox Savon. Basketball goes all the way up to the top of the bleachers. Young man, one of the student section there, tosses that one in. He's about 2 rows from the top. Steele out front. Short jumper gets the roll. He's on Steele's warming up.
Yep, he's up to 7 points now.
He's been the offense here in the second half for Sidney. They trail by 5. Inside it goes to Smith. He'll put it up and in. Nothing fancy, running the two big guys out there, and high and low posted it, and the pass goes into Smith for the easy bucket, and the lead is now 7. Vordermark for 3, in and out. Foster Wheeler with the rebound. He'll toss it back out to Reynolds. Vordermark. Back out to Spradling. Foster Wheeler. Steele over in the corner. Reynolds goes in. Unable to get the bucket to drop, but he'll go to the line as he drew the foul.
That's Klein's second. Team second.
Stanley Klein comes into tonight's game with a 16.6 scoring average, 5 rebounds a game, and I tell you what the impressive stat is, he shoots 58% from the field, which is second best in the Miami Valley Conference. So he just hasn't had many opportunities as
he's 0 for 6 so far.
Reynolds breaks his scoreless streak with a couple of free throws, and the Jackets pull back to within 5 points. Peronsky back over to Bailey's out front with it. Smith in the corner. Smith looks inside. Savon and Foster Wheeler battling it. There's the lob. They'll kick it back out to C.J. Bailey. Got something happening inside as the whistle will stop play.
Vordermark's first, team second.
Vordermark is first, team second.
Reynolds gets a hand on the inbounds pass, but Peronsky will have it. And Klein. Ball goes off of him. That's good defense by the Yellow Jackets. I'll tell you, they're fighting on every possession.
Yes, they are.
It's not the prettiest of games, but boy, it's intense. Spradlin wants to move it inside. He's double, triple team. Vordermark, he'll take it inside, dumps it off to Foster Wheeler. And it's a 3-point lead for Tip.
His first 2 points of the game.
Klein back over to Bailey. Now Peronsky into the lane, in trouble. Back out to Bailey. Klein finds Smith, looking for Savon off the glass. Gets his own rebound, comes back down to Smith as he lost it. Smith, turnaround, no good. Scrap for the rebound. Reynolds went down hard. He's back on his feet. Savon will have it in the corner. Bailey. Oh, ill-fated pass. Thought he found Peronsky, but there's Sam Reynolds. Great defensive play by Reynolds. An alert play, I should say, by Reynolds. Let's see what the Jackets can do here. Reynolds is open. Shot doesn't go. That's one of the few times he's had a nice look at one.
He's only taken 5 shots total tonight.
Out front it comes to Liam Peronsky. There's Klein. He's open.
There it is.
Stanley Klein, 13 out of 29 from behind the arc. 43%. You can only hold him down so long. Jackets down by 6. Clock coming up on 1:20. Vordemark inside off the glass. It doesn't fall. And I tell you, Jackson Smith is a horse on the boards.
Yeah. It's 26-12 in a rebound margin for Tip.
Savon back over to Smith. Back out to Peronsky. Wants to go inside. He'll have to pass it around to Bailey. Klein with it. Savon. Now Bailey. Back over to Peronsky. Klein covered up there. There's the steal. Sam Reynolds on the breakaway. Up and in. And it's 26-22. Tell you, Tip's had a couple of turnovers here that have kept the Yellow Jackets right in the contest.
Tried to throw that pass across the key. It's going to get stolen.
Not that time, as Julius Spradling gets some of the arm, according to one of tonight's officials. Jace Daniel, number 13, into the lineup. And number 12, Mitchell Davis, will come back in. Four-point difference. Out front it comes to Maines. Clock under 20 seconds on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Tip's going to hang on to the ball. Here comes 10 seconds. Klein. Dietz. Savon on the floor. 15-footer. No good. Dietz up and in at the buzzer. It counts. Josh Dietz. 9 points on the night, and our score, Tip 28, Sidney 22. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Clock is reset, 8 minutes on the board, and the fourth quarter begins here at Sidney. 28-22, 6-point lead for Tippecanoe. Reynolds back out to Davis. Vordemark will have it. Daniel. Steele, or rather Spradling. Daniel looks inside. Yellow Jackets trying to make something happen here. Shot no good as Reynolds goes inside. It's going to go out of bounds and off of Tip. So Vordermark will toss it in. Miles Vordermark with the toss to Julia Spradling. Spradling. Vordermark, shot, no good. Rebound, Horansky. Klein thought about it. Back out to Horansky. Over to Maines. Dietz. Maines is open. He's going to shoot it. Got it. Evan Maines.
Second one tonight.
Just hit a couple, but those are big points, and the lead now goes to 9 points for Tippecanoe. Spradling, Davis. Reynolds trying to go inside to Vordermark. Ball goes on the floor, still on the floor. Davis will pick it up and take the shot. Doesn't go. That's kind of been the story of the night for the Yellow Jackets.
Yep. 9 for 33. About 28%.
Tip, 9-point lead. They can afford to be patient with it as we come up on the 6-minute mark as they try and push this lead into double figures.
Yeah, Sidney went back in that 2-3 zone, tried to take away down low, but
Evan Maines.
When you start hitting threes, you're going to have to come out of that man or that zone, go to man.
Maines averages 11.2 points per contest. 41% from three-point range. That's some pretty good shooting. You look at his statistical numbers, all excellent. Vordermark shot in and out. 49% from the field, almost 90% from the line. Maines over there, he wants the basketball now. He's got it. 12-point advantage.
Here's Sidney going into their man-to-man defense.
And that's thanks to Maines, who's got the basketball, his shooting. Horansky dishes it to Dietz. Savan. Vordermark with the rebound for the Yellow Jackets. Daniel, he'll take it inside to Davis. Dietz on him. Davis, short jumper, no good. Rebound off of Horansky to Savan. Back out front, Dietz, shot no good. And Daniel will lose it out of bounds.
Number 45, Smith, and 0, Bailey.
Couple of different substitutes. Steele comes in. Also number 33, sophomore Ethan New will come into the lineup. And so does Foster Wheeler. Tried to shake it up. Yeah. Coach John Willoughby here at 4:29 to play in this one. Dietz, there's the steal. Foster Wheeler. Reynolds. Foster Wheeler, there's a bucket. Timeout, Yellow Jackets. 34-24, 4:18 to play. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. All timeouts tonight brought to you by Precision Strip. I'd like to remind you that tonight's game can be viewed again on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Friday, January the 13th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, January the 15th at 5 p.m. That's Friday, January the 13th, 7 o'clock. Sunday, January the 15th at 5 p.m. Yellow Jackets take the timeout, try to set their defense up.
Well, as we mentioned before the game, the keys to the game, one was Sidney had to control their bigs and rebound. Right now, they're being out-rebound 32-14. And then also improve on their perimeter shooting. Well, right now, they're 10 of 36. So
It's definitely a tough night so far for the Yellow Jackets.
And truthfully, Tip's not shooting that much better.
And that means it's a 10-point difference here for Tip, but
they've hit some big threes.
Well, Maines has really come alive here in the last couple of possessions. There he is. Boy, he is seeing it.
Yep, 3 in a row. He's up to 12 points.
Goes past his average with that one. Shot no good by Steele. Rebound comes down to Spradlin. Back out to Steele. Reynolds for 3. Shot no good. Scrap for the rebound. Foster Wheeler with it. Steele will have it. Spradling will handle it. Reynolds, 15-footer. Reynolds just having a tough night for the Yellow Jackets. 3:17 to go in this. Vordemark's going to come back in.
Sam Reynolds is 1 for 9 from the field. 4 total points.
Klein will get it into Horansky. Back over to Klein. Here they come. 13-point Troy lead as we have about coming up on 3 minutes to go in this one. Klein goes to the floor. And we've got a timeout taken by Troy. Our score, Tippecanoe 37, Sidney 24. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Tip gets the timeout in, and they'll have the basketball. Klein will toss it in to Baranski. Savon with it. Inside, there's the big man, Smith. And the block shot goes out of bounds. Klein, Baranski. Foster Wheeler and Vordemark, boy, they're fronting.
Yep.
All sorts of defensive help on Smith. Baranski. Savon, there's the lob up and in. I'll tell you, Smith is a tough one to keep away from the hoops as he has 11 points on the night. Oh, got a whistle. And player control foul. Foster Wheeler, that's his second. Tip across the timeline. 15-point difference in this one. Savon looking inside to Smith. They're on Maines now. Shot no good by Savon. Vordemark with the rebound. Vordemark on the break. Gets it over to Reynolds.
Got him with a charge
on Vordemark.
His second, team fifth.
Sidney coach John Willoughby just sits down. One of them nights where you want to yell something, but it isn't going to be anything helpful.
Nope.
And he's been in the business a long time, so he has the seat. There's the steal by Reynolds right in front of the Sidney bench, and that's going to be against Klein.
That's his third, team third.
1:51 to go. Look at the team fouls. Sidney has 5. Tip has 3.
Tip's only had 5 fouls all night. And Klein has 3 of them.
It's kind of amazing in a way.
Yeah.
Reynolds set to inbound it. Into Foster Wheeler. Back over to Spradlin. There's Reynolds for 3. Shot no good. Baranski up court to C.J. Bailey, the freshman, back into the lineup. Baranski over to the right side, and Maines. Baranski left side. Klein will have it. Could hear it come from the Tip bench. Run your offense. Smith out front. Vordermark on him. Back out to Klein. Coming up on that 1 minute mark on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And Klein picks up off the dribble. Back out it comes to Baranski. He weighs Klein to the other side. Baranski wants to move inside. Smith has it. Klein back over to Baranski. This one is basically over as the clock counts down. Baranski, tell you, some great defense played by Tip. There's the easy bucket to Smith. He misses it, but he'll just push it back out. Baranski has it, gives it right back to Smith. He misses the shot, and they're going to lose it out of bounds. Boy, they had a couple of bunnies there. And great looks at it, but they come away with nothing. Final seconds of this one. Reynolds, Spradling over to Vordermark. He'll shoot the 3, no good. Baranski with it, and the clock is at 5 seconds, and that's pretty well going to wrap it up. So Tip City takes a 39-24 win. I'm not sure if I would have believed it if you'd have said it at the beginning of tonight's broadcast.
Yeah.
Tip 39, Sidney 24. Boy, tough fourth quarter for the Jackets. They only put up 2 points. So it's a loss for the Yellow Jackets as they fall to 5-4 overall. 4-4 in conference play. Tippecanoe goes to 5-1 and 4-0 in league play and maintain their unbeaten status in the Miami division of the MVL. Taking a look at the schedule for tonight's contest. Sidney will play Friday, January the 6th, at home against Greenville. Then they'll go on the road on Saturday, January the 7th, and play at Bell Fountain. That's Sidney's next 2 contests. For Tippecanoe, they will play at home on Friday the 6th against Butler at Tippecanoe. And then on Saturday the 7th, they'll play at Tecumseh in a non-league contest. So taking a look at the standings matchup there for Tip against Butler, that'll be a big one. Tippecanoe now 4-0 with Troy and Piqua in that Miami division with 1 loss each. Sidney, that's their 4th Valley division loss, but doesn't necessarily put them out of any kind of contention as that division is really tight. Fairborn with 3 losses, West Carrollton with 4, Stebbins with 4, and Xenia with 5. That's all going into play tonight in the Miami Valley League. So 39-24 victory for Tippecanoe. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game. Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Copeland Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, New Knoxville Supply, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco all bringing you tonight's contest. Keys to the game tonight brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Think First, timeout sponsor, Precision Strip, starting lineup sponsor, Emerson Copeland Technologies, and our player of the game, which will be coming up here in just a moment, brought to you by NKTelco. Additional sponsors for tonight's game, Burke Petroleum, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwederman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, and St. Henry Bank, all bringing you tonight's game. Also like to remind you that replays for tonight's contest will be shown on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503, Friday, January the 13th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, January the 15th at 5 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. So let's take a look at those sad but true final numbers for the Sidney Yellow Jackets, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. What's the numbers look like, Greg?
Well, for Sidney, they had a very rough night shooting the ball. They were 8 of 28 from 2, 2 of 13 from 3, 10 of 31 overall for 32%. They were 2 of 2 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring by Azon Steele with 7. Miles Vodemark was 7. Sam Reynolds, after scoring 26 last Friday, was held to 4 points. Jai Foster Wheeler off the bench had 4. And Julius Spradling had 2 for Sidney, total of 24. For Tippecanoe, they shot 15 of 49 from the field for 30.6%. They were 9 of 34 from 2, 6 of 15 from 3. They were 3 of 4 for 75% from the free throw line. They were led in scoring by senior guard Evan Maines, who had those three-pointers there in the fourth quarter. He had 12 points. The big man in the middle, Jackson Smith, had 11. Josh Dietz had 9. Stanley Klein come in averaging 16.6. Sidney held him to 3. Liam Peronsky had 2, and Maddox Savan had 2. As far as rebounding, that was won by Tippecanoe, 36-18, so they doubled up Sidney on the rebounds. Turnovers, Sidney controlled the ball well tonight. They only had 9 turnovers, while Tippecanoe had 15. So, as we talked before the game, they had to improve their perimeter shooting for the Yellow Jackets and also control Tip's bigs and rebound. Well, they lost the rebounding battle. They shot a little bit better than what Tippecanoe did, but I think if you would talk to Coach Willoughby and say you're going to hold Stanley Klein to 3 points, he would be all for it. Well, they held him to 3 points, and they still lost by 15.
Yeah, you'd think that number would put a smile on the face of the coach, and you'd think your team would also be a winning margin. But Maines hit some big three-pointers there in that fourth quarter. That really opened the lead up and got, Tip the advantage that they have of 15 points.
Yep.
And, great defense. I mean, they held Klein, as you said, and until Maines hit those threes, it really was pretty much hard to say who might win this contest.
Yeah.
Though the Tip wanted to get the ball into Jackson Smith, and he was effective there, but those outside shots from Maines just were real killers for the Yellow Jackets.
And that's when Sidney was back in that 2-3 zone, and he hit those 3 threes. And as we mentioned, after the third one, the next trip down, they were back into the man-to-man.
And our player of the game tonight brought to you by NKTelco. It's a little tough when you got 24 points on the board, and it's not your best effort of the season, but nonetheless, our player of the game tonight.
We'll go with Southmore Azon Steele. He was 1 of 2 from 3 and 2 of 3 from 2. He had a total of 7 points. He was the leading scorer for the Yellow Jackets. So congratulations, Azon.
And that's going to do it for us from Sidney High School. Thanks for watching here on NKTelco Sports. I'm Dave Helmstetter. Alongside me tonight, Craig Louth. Our final score, Tippecanoe 39, Sidney 24. You are watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.